in the prison.
Now, there was a lot of criticism concerning this trial. It was highly sensationalized. I would like to ask you how this case might have affected the way the rest of the world perceives the South Africa justice system.
I think you should be asking the rest of the world.
Okay, then I will change my question to how the rest of South Africa perceives the justice system.
The South African Constitution is among the most comprehensive in the world, if not the best. The Constitution is a thoroughly negotiated Constitution, and it's said to have a human face. Okay, so there are so many rooms, not to just throw somebody away. So and according to the judge, when she was speaking, she said she based her decision on the facts before her, not necessarily interpretation of the laws. But the people still have faith in the system, although views are divided, especially coming so soon. The big case that came just a few months after that, you remember the Shane Dewani case that he finally walked. The investigating officers, the SAPS, which is among the most equipped in Africa, actually, the attention to detail in investigating issues, that is one aspect that the people may have lost faith in. But the justice system, not so much, but the law enforcement agencies that are in charge of forensics towards cases, investigating cases, that's where there has been a big dent. That affected the Pistorius case, that also affected the Shane Dewani case, among so many other cases happening. So that's an area where, but as far as the justice system is quite a thorough system they have here.
Well, Betty, thank you so much for speaking with us. As always, we appreciate your time and enjoy the rest of your day. Well, finally, on Network Africa, in Ethiopia, SMEs are more likely to be credit constrained than firms elsewhere in the world, and that's according to a report released by the World Bank and the United Kingdom's Department for International Development. The document says the lack of credit is one of the key obstacles to job creation and growth in the East African country.
Mesfin and 6 of his friends started the business in 2012 after taking a loan of about $1,000 from a government scheme meant to help small businesses like theirs grow. They now make about $4,000 a year and are able to employ 15 workers. Millions of Ethiopians still do not have access to microfinance services, saying the process is often complicated and collateral out of their reach. Addis Microfinance Share Company is the main credit facility that serves borrowers in the capital. It offers clients various credit line facilities, but borrowers can only get loans of up to $73,000. A recent study by the World Bank and the UK's Department for International Development indicates that financing constraints in Ethiopia's small and medium enterprises is a key obstacle to job creation and economic growth in the country.
It assessed the SME segment from both a demand side and a supply side perspective. From both sides, what came out very clearly is the existence of a missing middle, meaning the fact that small enterprises in Ethiopia are much more credit constrained than either micro or medium-large enterprises. Normally, small enterprises are those that are crucial for job creation and growth. They are a very productive segment of the economy, and therefore it will be important to address this bottleneck of SME finance to unleash the potential of SMEs for the economic growth of the country.
Brought to its knees by Red Terror communist purges in the 1970s and farming in the 1980s, Ethiopia has been transformed in the last quarter century, becoming one of Africa's fastest growing economies. The government has also been encouraged to push its commercial banks to downscale their business and focus on small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, which has helped banks in other countries develop innovative financial products and lending technologies.
We know in our country, when you look at the micro enterprise, they do not have much problem to financial access. When you go up to the small and medium enterprise, they have problem, lack of access to finance in our country. So this study will assist us to solve that problem.
Hefty state-led investment has kept the economy of Africa's second most populous nation growing at more than 8% a year for over a decade. But economists say Ethiopia's rulers need to relax their grip and give room for more private enterprise to maintain momentum. Foreigners cannot invest in banking and telecoms, and foreign retailers are barred, while Ethiopian banks are directed to buy low-yielding government development bonds.
And with that, we come to the end of Network Africa for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cynthia Are.